Hey, Steph Page with SMP T.V and Truth for Thursdays, and I want to welcome you back today. Today we're going to be talking about faith, and so I'm just going to start by reading Hebrews 11, verse 1, because that's a very good definition of what faith is. It says, "Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see." This is what the ancients were commended for, and that's Hebrews 11, verses 1 and 2. And I've been thinking a lot about faith, and a little bit later on in Hebrews 11, verse 6, it says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." And just this week, I finished for the year my Bible study that I had the privilege of being a part of, and it's a pretty big Bible study. There's like 500 women, and then that's broken into groups of 15. And I was a leader for a group of about 15 women from September until now. And, I have two small girls, and at the beginning of the year, when I was about to embark on this journey of leading these 15 women, it was overwhelming, and I maybe thought I was a little bit crazy, and it was a lot, and it's a pretty big time commitment. It's a couple days a week, and building relationships with these women and praying for them. It was just a big deal. It was a big commitment, and I knew God had called me to it, but it was hard, and there were times this year when it was painful because I was humbled. It's a painful place to be sometimes, be humbled. A very good place to be, but painful. And on the other end of it, now it's May, and I look back over this year, and every single thing that I experienced this year is so worth it because of the rewards that God has given me, because I stepped out in faith and took it one step at a time and obeyed him and was obedient and had faith. And I just love the second part of Hebrews 11, verse 6. It says that you must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. And when we step out in faith and when we believe, when we're sure and certain of things that we don't see and things that we don't know, we don't comprehend physically, when we're certain of those things and we step out and we do what God's calling us to, even though we don't see how we're going to be able to do it, or we don't know what the end result is going to be, when we choose to do that, he rewards us. He rewards us so much. It's overwhelming, the rewards, when you're at the end of it. So I guess the encouragement and the truth for today is that what is God calling you to do? What's he calling you to step out in faith and do? And maybe it seems impossible. Maybe it seems crazy. Maybe it's going to be painful. Maybe you're going to have to sacrifice. Maybe you're feeling very inadequate. Step out in faith. Be certain that he's going to reward those who earnestly seek him. Faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do at sea. Take that first step with God. Lately, just a couple weeks ago, I started to do some exercises with Jillian Michaels. Maybe you all know her. She's the fitness instructor for The Biggest Loser, and she has a DVD that's all called the 30-Day Shred. Now, she is crazy. She's crazy. She's intense, and she's crazy, and she's really hard. It's really hard, and it's only if you don't know anything about the 30-Day Shred. It's 20 minutes. You're supposed to do it every day. I do not do it every day. But she tells me that if I exercise for 20 minutes a day and I stick with it and I do what she says, that I'm going to be shredded, right? And she's like, don't stop. She says, don't stop. She says, keep going. She's telling me how it's going to be so good. Now, even though it's so hard now, you just have to push through. She says, push through, push through, push through. And she says, you'll be shredded in no time, 30 days, she says. And I was thinking about this whole idea of stepping out in faith and following God. You know what God says? Step out in faith for me. Just push through. I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard to take that first step, but he says, just push through. Just follow me. Just believe me. It's going to be so great. You're going to be in such good physical, spiritual shape if you just follow me, if you push through, if you seek me, if you have faith, if you are certain, if you cling to my promises, you're certain of what you don't see. Just push through. And I promise the rewards will be so worth it. Just trust me. Follow me. I have a plan. And you know what? I'm really thankful that I can trust God, because sometimes I wonder about Jillian Michaels, but I don't have to wonder about God, and neither do you. And just like Jillian Michaels says to me, push through. The reward, the results are going to be unbelievable. And I don't see it. God is saying that to you. He's saying, you don't see the reward that I have for you, but I promise it's unbelievable if you will just have faith in me. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. But when you do have faith, the rewards are unbelievable.